Hey everybody, it's your girl. Today we're going to learn how to make this cute wallet DIY. It's part of the collection, the Interchangeable Pattern Collection. Yes, the one with the bucket bag. Well, this is the bucket wallet. I'm so excited to share this with you, and I hope you enjoy this video, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. All right, let's get started. So the first thing you have to have, of course, is the pattern. This is the interchangeable bucket bag pattern where each piece is interchangeable. I've already showed you how to use the pouch bag, how we created the pouch bag, the bucket bag, the large bags. We have the straps there. You have what? We have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Was 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pieces, which are interchangeable pieces. Now, you know, no one's doing that, right? So you're going to really enjoy this pattern. And a part of purchasing this pattern is actually, now you don't have to if you don't want to. You could follow the directions and create your bag the way you want to, because we are going to do this tutorial today. And I'm really excited about it, and I hope you are too. And I'm telling you, we're going to use different fabrics, and you're going to have a ball. This is going to be a blast. So I look forward to this. And yeah, just kind of stay tuned, and we're getting ready to get started. So this is our tutorial for today. Happy crafting. So the first thing we're going to do here is we're going to cut out the pattern piece. So we're going to use the bucket wallet today. So you're going to cut out a lot of pieces of fabric for this one. You're going to have two two contrasting fabrics, and you're going to cut out 4 pieces of your main fabric. And we're also using the pouch bag tab. That's for the pouch bag. We're going to use that tab for our wallet. So I told you these are great patterns. It's a great pattern collection. You know, you can use it interchangeably with each pattern, and it's great. This is a great pattern. So okay, so the next thing I wanted to just kind of show you how we're cutting out the pattern, just in case. You know, a lot of times a lot of people are beginners who are on this channel, you know, who stop by to want to learn how to sew, and this is a great time to learn. So I wanted to actually show you how to cut out my patterns. So the next thing we're going to do is put our patterns on our fabric. So now we're going to cut out our fabric. This piece of fabric right here is a 12 by 10 piece of scrap fabric that I had, and we're going to fold it in half, and we're going to put the large part of the pattern on the folded side. Goodness, I'm trying to get this out here. Okay, so we're going to pin. You know, I believe in pinning and pressing, so make sure you press your fabric if it has any wrinkles in it before you actually do this step. All right, so the thing we're going to do, this is the contrasting fabric that I'm using, so I'm going to actually cut 2 of these for this contrasting fabric, so as shown here. So we're going to just go ahead and cut this out, and remember, you're going to have 2 pieces for your contrasting fabric, and those pieces are going to be a part of your pockets when we create our pockets. Okay, so just go ahead and you're going to cut out 2. And don't forget to fold it, and you're going to place it on the fold and cut as shown here. All right. So the next thing we're going to do is we're getting ready to create another pocket. Now, at first I was going to actually use that black fabric, but the black fabric, when I opened it, I was like, I'm not really trying to do that because it was seeming like a little linty. So you will see in a few minutes. So you see how we cut it on the fold. And when I opened it up and I wanted to use it because I was going to use that black fabric, I said, no, not happening. It was a little too linty. So I decided to go ahead and use some of my custom fabric that I created. So my Angie B style fabric. So I decided to use that. So what we're going to do, we're going to place it on a fold just like we did the contrasting fabric. We're going to use the same pattern, and we're going to cut 4 pieces out of our main fabric because this is going to be my main fabric. So we're going to do this 4 times, okay, on the fold. So make sure that you put it on the fold, and guess what? Just like I'm doing here, as shown here, you're going to cut it out, and we're going to come back, and you're going to have 2 of contrasting fabric and 4 of your main fabrics. You're going to do it just like we did the first piece of fabric. All right, so we're going to cut it out, pin it, make sure your fabric is ironed, and I'll see you back here. Okay, you'll have a front and a back of your main fabric for your bag. Okay, you're going to cut on the fold. Remember how we had it? We cut the fabric on the fold. Okay, so you're going to have whatever your main fabric is. On one of your fabric pieces, which is the front of your fabric, you're going to put a piece of fusible fleece on there, like this, okay? So this is the front and the inside of the bag. So the next thing you're going to do is you're going to take the inside of the bag, which is this piece here. You're going to cut 2 more pieces of this, like I have here, but they'll be this size. You're going to fold them in half. Then you cut 2 pieces of fabric like this, 2 more pieces, and it's with the same pattern when you put it on the fold. Okay, so you have, so these will be for the pocket. So what you're going to do next is you're going to take the pocket, you're going to put it here. This is the inside of the bag, so you're going to put it here. And you're going to take, now I'm going to put this on the outside. So you're going to take this piece, and you can set them up however you want to. Bring it down about a 1/4 of an inch, like that, okay? Then you're going to take this piece, and you're going to bring it down, like that. So let's just say maybe 1/4 of an inch. Not a 1/4 of an inch, but a little past a 1/2 inch. Okay, so line that up. And you're going to do both pockets like that, like I did here. Okay, so once you do both pockets like that, you're going to pin, like I'm doing here. Let me move this out the way for right now. You're going to pin. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to fold this to find the center of your fabric. Because what I'm going to do on one side is make a pocket. For your credit cards or ID or whatever you want to do. So you're going to fold it in half, and you can press this. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take it to the sewing machine, and you're going to take it here. You're going to stitch, back stitch, down the center, go down, back stitch. Okay, and then you'll have that. The next thing you're going to do with this pocket, and that's what I did with this one. See that? Stitched it down the middle. So the next thing you're going to do after you stitched it down the middle, you're going to take it to your ironing board, and you want to make some slots for a credit card. So we're going to take it, we're going to fold it like this. You can press it, and if you press it, you will see actually where your line will be going straight across. So what I want you to do here is take this and go straight across to your sewing machine. All right, I'll be right back. All right, so I'm here, I'm back. So we did that, we went straight across. So what this did was created a pocket. This created a pocket for up here. So then when we stitch this together, you'll see, okay? All right, so now, I only did that for one side. So now you take your piece of fabric, your inside fabric, take your pocket, Now remember, we folded it here. So this is the crease line. If you have fabric like me that you can't hardly see the middle, I suggest that you just take a pen and place it here at the middle. And then now they just give you some kind of guidance, okay? Like that. All right? There we go. See? That'll help you. So you bring it down about a, let's see, I'll put it on this line here. So I brought mine down about a 1/2 inch. Yep, about a 1/2 inch. So we're going to pin it. Just pin it in the middle. Then that way, with us pinning it in the middle, okay. All right. So then you're going to take the other side, and you're going to do the same thing. Bring it down about a 1/2 inch. So I'll take this line and put it on my mat, and then I'll line this pocket up about a 1/2 inch down, which is here. All right. Cool. So since I already have pins here, I'm going to take this and pin this here. Now, the next thing we're going to do is I cut out 2 pieces. It say cut one. It say cut 2 main fabrics, and you can cut a lining piece for this piece if you like. This is going to be for our closure. So I'm going to set this aside. So I use the contrasting fabric. So what you're going to do is take this to your sewing machine and stitch here, back stitch, go all the way around, back stitch, okay? And I'll see you back here. So I'm back. So I stitched around, all the way around. So what we're going to do now is we're going to cut these corners, because you want to cut your corners so it'll be easier when you turn it. So we're going to trim some of this off. I like trimming stuff off, so. And before you actually did that, if you wanted to, you could put a snap here, but I was going to do it a little different, and that's why I didn't put a snap there, okay? So now we're going to, at the ends here, so to turn better, just clip it. Make sure you don't cut your threads. It just makes it easier to turn. Okay, so now let's turn it inside out. If you have something that you can push it in, out with, use it. Let's see, get my finger all the way in there. There we go. Alright. Now you could have used a piece of fusible fleece on one side of this. That would have been perfectly fine. And I suggest you might want to do that. Just sort of be a little, it won't be so flimsy. So I suggest that, because we're going to do a top stitch, take it to your ironing board and press. Okay, I'm back. So I've pressed it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stitch around here, and then, but I'm not stitching at the top. I'm just going to stitch around here, okay? So stitch around here, and I'll see you back here. So I've done my top stitch all the way around. Clip your threads, turn it over. See all this extra fabric here? Let's cut that off. It's a lot of extra fabric there. Let's cut that, let's trim that off, because we don't need all that. Because then I would place the closure piece on the extra fabric that we would end up cutting off. Alright? So, trim this. This is where we brought the pockets down. Okay? Alright, now we're in good shape. Alright, now you take this and place it in the middle. As shown here. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to take this to your sewing machine. It's called a basting stitch. We're just going to take it and do a thin stitch across there. Okay? I'll see you back here. I'll see you back here. I don't know what's going on with my sewing machine, but it is probably time to get another one. So that's just a stitch to just keep this piece in place. And we don't have to have all these pins to create bulk. Alright? Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take our main piece of fabric, front of our bag. We're going to put right sides together. Okay? Like this. And we're going to take this and we're going to stitch all the way around. I'm liking this bag. This is cute. Very cute wallet. And the thing is this is what I was trying to say. If you use what you do for business, when you purchase patterns, when you purchase these patterns and you use it for your business to create, then you make your money back over and over again. So these pattern pieces for this entire pattern, plus you get a free gift for limited time offer, free gift. You know, I always have to say that because everybody be like, oh, I need a free, it said free gift and I didn't get it. Well, it's limited time. And, you know, until we run out of it or until that offer is no longer available. And we're going to stitch all the way around and we're going to leave our opening here. So I'm going to put these two pins here to leave our opening. And this is pin. Now remember that pin I had right there for the, let me take that out. Remember to find the middle. Move that out the way. Okay. And I always say don't sew over your pins. Don't stitch over your pins. I love to pin and press because it just makes everything look a whole lot better. Okay, so now we're going to take this bag to your sewing machine. You're going to start stitching here, do a back stitch, come all the way around the bag, do a back stitch, and I'll meet you back here. Alright, I'm back. So now we've stitched all the way around our wallet. We left this part open. So I'm going to take my scissors. Let me get my... If you have a rotary cutter, you can use that. But I'm going to just take my scissors. Y'all know my scissors. These are my scissors. So we're going to cut this. Because again, it'll be easier to... I like to cut these corners. These are big scissors, ain't they? They're actually dressmaking scissors. I think they're dressmaker scissors or something. I had this from my sewing machine guy. I need to get them sharpened. They're not as sharp as they used to be. I had them for a little while. Trying to stay in frame. Alright, so now we're going to take this and turn it inside out. See, let's make sure where the pockets are. Let's see. Be careful because if you have pins in there, I'm going to take these pins out because I can feel them. So I'm going to, let's see, can I? Yeah, I can feel them, so I'm going to take them out. If you have pins still in there, take them out before you turn it. If you can reach them. I should have probably took them out, but I could reach them through the hole. Be careful. And one more. And actually, you could take your pins out before you do. See, I'm trying to see. Okay, here we go. One more right here. Okay. Yeah. Alright, so I have all my pins out. Alright, so now let's turn this over. How nice is this? I'm so excited about this. Oh my God. Loving it. Wait till we press it. Just make sure you push all your corners out. Wait till we press this. This is so nice. Get all your strings off here. So we're going to take this to the ironing board and press it. We're going to push all of this in here. See how your sides are? So we're going to push all of that in. Take it to your ironing board and press it, and I will meet you back here. Alright? This is going to be so nice. Wait till we get done. Alright. See you back here. Okay, I'm back. So now we've pressed it. Look at that. That is so freaking nice. Look at that. Look at this. Loving it. Oh my goodness. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we close that side here. Right here. That's where it was open when we pressed it down. So now we're going to take it to our sewing machine and we're going to top stitch. So I would turn it this way over. And we're going to top stitch all the way around, and I'll see you back here. So now what I'm doing is cutting my threads. We have closed the hole that was on the side, and now we're going to actually, this is so nice. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add our snaps. So what I suggest that you do is take this to the ironing board, press it one more time with this down, and press it, and I'll meet you back here. Okay? Down. Okay, so now what I'm getting ready to do is take my snap tool, and I'm going to show you how to add a snap. So I'm going to use a snap. You can use a button at this point. You could use elastic. You could have put a magnetic snap in, which is easy because you would put it here. You would put it through here. So and that's why I kind of left this like this. So when you do, we got it on this side, we can put the snap under here on this side, and I'll show you how we're going to do that. Give me 1 second. So now at this point, if you had a button or that you wanted to put, or a snap, so I'm going to use my snap tool. This is my snap tool. And I bought some black snaps and I bought some white snaps. I'm trying to see what I did with my snaps. I thought I bought them in here. That's me here though. So at this point I could use a white snap or I could use a black snap. But I'm going to also put an embellishment on here, so that's going to change the whole thing, the whole look of it anyway. So these are my little snaps. I haven't done these in a while, so I might do a black snap. I'm going to do the black snap, okay? So let me open these up. I got these from Joann Fabrics. They used to have a whole gun in a big bag. I couldn't even find the big bag of these, so I have to put these in something. Oops. Oh my goodness. What am I doing? Lord. Okay. So you're going to need this piece. Let's see. This piece, this piece. I think that's all you need. I think I got them all. I think I got all the pieces. Let's see. That you need. So I'm going to bring this up, since I have this right here. From the bottom of the wallet, I'm going to come up 2 inches. Okay? So that's that piece. So then you take, this piece is the one that goes snap on here. You take this piece, put on here. I think I'm doing this right. Like I said, I haven't done it in a while. And then you take the gun, this, You put it on here. Let's see if you put, I don't know what piece. Like I said, I haven't used this in a while. Then you push down on it. And this is the piece that's going to pop into this piece. Because see, this is going to pop into there like that to close it. Okay? So I went down from here 2 inches. So I'm going to turn this over. Come in here. So I know I'm going to have to come up 2 inches. So it's going to be right in here. We're going to take a marker. Okay, here we go. So let's mark this. Look, see? I use my little white fabric marker to mark it. There we go. That's the best way to do it. Okay, so here we go, right here. Take something and mark it. See? Got that little white mark. So now, this is what we're going to do. You take the sticky piece, this piece right here. I'm going to pull it up through this hole right here. So this is where the hole has to go. Right here. Right there. Okay? So what you want to do is take it and pull it up through here. Okay? Now, this piece, the flat head, goes here, through here. Right? So we know that's the hole. So let's take out this flat piece, push it through the hole. See that? Let's push through the hole. Okay? Here we go. Now we're going to take this piece, it's an open piece, and you're going to put it on top. Because this is where our snap is going to snap into the bag. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take this, and this black flat piece here is going to go on the flat part. So we have to stick it in there. As far as you can, get it in there. So it's good that this is all fabric because it get a little difficult if you're using other stuff. Okay, so I got the flat piece in there and the other piece on top. Now, just smash it. There we go. Now, see, it's in through here. Those are the pockets, right? So now you take it, and we got it this time. And so this piece snap on top, and there you have it. Got a really nice snap. It snaps. See there? Great, great. This is a great wallet. So, if you stay tuned for the next piece, I'm going to show you how to do an embellishment on here with the limited free gift that you get. Some of you may have already gotten this next pattern, but I'm going to show you how to do an embellishment. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I've already done it, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to link the video to it, and I'll show you the end product. But I will show you, I'm going to add an embellishment, and I have a pattern for the embellishments, and I'm going to add it in the link. It's going to be in the description box below. I'll definitely show you how to create the embellishment for this wallet. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not. And don't forget to visit us at angiebstyle.com. See you soon. Thanks.